King Cole looking for any remnants of his son that remain confused. The last thing he knows that his son was going to this planet called Namek within this E-Earth and collect some mystical rich orbs. But since then, that planet has disappeared and I can't find any trace. So the only planet I know to go to is Earth. And that's where King Cole said, While while he's on his way there, the fighters on Earth just sense the power of King Cole coming towards Earth. And since Goku isn't here, the only person who would have been strong enough to face off against him, they're all worried. Vegeta is there, but since he doesn't have his tail, he can't even transform into the Ozaru form. So they're pretty much screwed. And just as Goku's about to teleport in, he senses some unknown power and decides to allow this to run its course, since he knows that whoever this new guy is more than powerful enough to take on King Cole, and he doesn't sense any malice coming from him at all. As King Cole will land on Earth and he begins to send out his men to look for the sands and look for any remains of Frieza they can find, they're all wiped out near instantly. As he's shocked, and he says, "Well, well, well, who might you be?" As this warrior says, "Your nightmare and your end." As King Cole will begin to laugh, it says, "Really? Wow. Why didn't you come at me?" And before he can speak, he gets shot right through his stomach. He begins kneeling on the ground, coughing up blood, and he asks, "Who are you?" As if a warrior goes Super Saiyan, and he says, "My name is simply Trunks, and I'm the end of you." As he fires off a massive Masenko, obliterating King Cole, and everyone is shocked. Who is this Saiyan here with purple hair? As Trunks will look over to the Z Fighter, so he says, "Hey, I know where Goku is going to land in a couple hours. You guys are welcome to wait with me." It's they're a bit confused as he will offer them drinks he pulled out of a capsule, and they will all begin questioning him, asking who exactly he is, while also enjoying the drinks that he brought them. And he says, "I can't tell you much right now, but it's imperative that I speak to Goku as soon as possible." And they says, "Well, since you know where he's gonna since you know where he's gonna land, I guess we'll just wait with you." As hours go by, and Vegeta is giving this warrior a mean mug, says, "Why are you looking at me like that?" As Trunks to say, "No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it." As Goku eventually lands, and Trunks would ask him, could they go speak somewhere privately? As he would begin asking, "Hey, can you show me Super Saiyan?" Goku, being always eager for a fight, he would say, "Of course I can." As he would begin to power up, going into his Master Super Saiyan, going into his Super Saiyan transformation, as Trunks is pleased, as he also powers up, and they begin a light part. And then Trunks proceeds to ask him, "Hey, now that you went Super Saiyan, can you show me that other transformation you have?" "Oh, you mean Ultra Instinct?" As Goku would de-transform out of Superman, as he would power up, and they would begin sparring once more, and Trunks noted the power of Ultra Instinct, the power of this transformation, as he would be shocked as he says, "I know if you survive, you're definitely going to be enough to fight the androids." "What do you mean if you survive?" "Well, I'm from the future. From the timeline I came from, almost everyone was killed by the androids except for my master." As he, as Goku would be shocked, "Well, what happened to me? They were even able to beat me?" "No, you died a year before because of some heart virus, and Bummer built a time machine and sent me back here to the past in order to help you survive." As he would give Goku his medicine, As he says, please train up, tell everyone. But could you like not reveal my name? As Goku says, of course, I don't want any mishaps going on, especially if it might lead to my death and everyone here. As Trunks would leave off, as Goku would return to the group and Krillin would ask him what exactly did this guy want to speak to you about, as they would see him flying off. Piccolo would intervene and tell the group about the threat of the android since Goku have forgotten, and they would saying they all have about 3 years to train and get stronger for this attack. As Bulma was asked, why don't we just use the Dragon Balls to handle the threat early? As they will all say, no, we can't do that. That's not really fair. And they want to fight the androids. They think it'd be useful. As Bulma would say, you all can't be serious. This dude came from the future to warn us about the threat. You guys just want to let it happen? You guys really are useless. As Goku would say, don't worry about it. Now that we know about it, we have more than enough time to actually prepare. As Bulma would breathe a sigh, knowing that she's defeated. As Goku, as Goku Gohan and as Goku Gohan and Piccolo would begin their training over the 3 years, which is actually more intense than in canon. With Goku gaining greater control over his Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan, he's also training Gohan up a bit more than what he was in canon, to the point where Gohan is even with greater potential. Gohan is able to unlock Super Saiyan early, early, about a couple months before it's time to actually attack, for the android to attack. And in this time, both Goku and Gohan, I do believe they would be able to ascend to grade two of Super Saiyan, knowing that there might be something greater above it. Since Goku had a far better sparring partner, and even with Ultra Instinct, that even improved Gohan and Piccolo growth tenfold because they was fighting off against a more powerful version of Goku. As the months go by, and this group is far more powerful than what they was in canon, Yajirobe appears with Bulma as Goku would ask, "Hey, is that your kid, Yamcha?" As Goku would have already forgotten that Trunks was the son of Vegeta or Bulma, as Yamcha would respond, "Well, he wished it's actually Vegeta kid." As they're all kind of confused or shocked, and they ask, "How exactly did that happen?" But then Goku remember Trunks, and he would say, of course." As Bulma would ask, "Wait a second, how do you know his name?" As Goku would tell her, "No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it." As they would see a huge explosion go off, and they will all rush us. As Bulma would tell them not to leave them. As Yamcha is the first to encounter Android 20, as in Dr. Gero, and the same thing happened to him that would happen in canon, and his arm goes through his chest. As they will all feel Yamcha power begin to drop, as they begin to rush over there, encountering Dr. Gero and Android 19. As Goku would tell them, let's go somewhere else to fight. As Dr. Gero would agree, knowing this is going to be Goku last scale Earth, and Goku battle with Android 19 would begin. But if you would notice that Goku, for some reason, is sloppish, and they're shocked that Super Saiyan and even Super Saiyan Grade 2 isn't enough, as they would see Goku and he would begin to breathe harder than usual, and this would cause Gohan to get slightly enraged, where he holds himself back as Goku de-transform out of Super Saiyan, go into Ultra Instinct, but it seemed to make his exhaustion rose, as everyone will remember, oh crap, did Goku not take his medicine? As he would have forgotten, the same as in canon, as they would go and grab him and get him out of the battle since he couldn't continue. But just in the nick of time, before Gohan was about to demolish 19, Vegeta appears the same way he did in canon, killing Android 19. and causing Dr. Gero having to escape, to where eventually he unleashes Android 17 at 18. 17 and at 18.